Hello, good evening. Just getting ready, waiting for a few more guests to arrive for this channeled healing session that we're going to be doing together. Hello, Caroline. How are you doing this evening? I had a nap this afternoon after work to get my energy up, so that the session can be good. Look at the card I pulled. Look at what Spirit says to me. A clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, an aha moment. So I'm going to take that as a good sign. I'm going to take that as a good omen, a good message from Spirit. Yeah, so we just give it a little bit of time to see who else joins. You know, with these things, you never know. So, do you think that you would be interested in having a session done, Caroline, or do you think that you already have clarity on all the information regarding the energy and meridian blockages in your that you are working to clear out and heal at the moment? Yeah. YouTube is a bit strange with the live. I'm not sure how good they are with notifying subscribers and stuff like that, because like when I would go live on TikTok, within seconds I'd have hundreds of viewers. And here on YouTube it's very, very sparse, and it's you really got to be patient with it. So can you let me know if you can hear me nicely and if the connection is good before we start this? Because with the channeled energy healing, I need the connection to be good. So just let me know who you guys are. If you're here, Elif, I'm not sure. I feel I am okay, but if there is extra support, it might. Okay. All right. Sir Blue, hi, welcome. So we're getting ready to do some channeled energy healings and activations. Just waiting to see who else joins. I just want to give it a few minutes. And okay, thanks, Caroline. And if you have, if you're interested in having an energy healing done because you have a condition or a symptom or an ailment, then just comment and I'm going to just see who Spirit guides me to. I'm just going to wait and see who else joins. I'm just giving it a few more minutes. So I'm not doing any tarot readings here tonight. I'm doing channeled messages. Your body, your symptoms are your body's way of communicating that it is guiding you towards healing. That your soul, that your inner being is wanting to clear out a few things and needs your cooperation. And often we do not pay attention to ourselves. We are so involved with everything outside of ourselves that we don't listen to our bodies. We don't listen to the energy or the vibrations moving through our body because we're so busy doing life. And life is hectic, so this 3D world can really suck you up. It can draw you in, and you can lose yourself in this 3D world from trying to navigate one problem to the next. So in order to have some of our prayers answered, we need to have some of our blockages cleared, some of the trauma, some of the karmic energies, so many different things that we have that are stuck in our bodies that we carry around, and they actually affect our 3D world. So your symptoms is your body's way of speaking to you. And if you don't have the ability to interpret what your body is saying, then it's like being in a relationship. It's like going to a physician or a doctor that's really, really skilled, but you can't communicate. So you don't get anywhere. All right. Hello, Letitia. Nice to have you here. Hello, everyone. I see some people are coming in now. I can hear well and excited to be here. Hi, Shanae. How are you doing, my darling? I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, cool. So, I'm just going to give it a few more seconds and see who else comes through. I was just saying YouTube is strange because I've got so many subscribers on YouTube, and yet when I go live here, I'm not sure YouTube notifies anyone. And when I would go, before my account got hacked on TikTok, I had 3,000 followers, and I would jump onto TikTok live, and within minutes, I've got hundreds of people viewing. But with YouTube, they really make us work over here. So just, if you can just bear with me and give it a few more seconds. So our body's always talking to us, navigating where it is we want to go, to clear out what it is that's calling our attention, so that we can give space to and facilitate our own healing, so that we can clear out those blockages, so that we can clear out the resistance. And many of us we've come into this time-space reality with inherited blockages, karma, that we carry in the various parts of our body. And so this session is going to be about listening to me channeling, tuning into your energy remotely, opening up the portals for healing from source energy. And then we're going to listen to what it is that the body is saying and where it is pointing. And we're going to look at why you have some of the symptoms, some of the conditions that you've been struggling with. And Spirit's going to guide me through the body, where we need to clear. And so it's going to be quite interesting. Your screen is not upright. It's just, is it? No, it's not. You know what? Okay, let me turn it. I don't know how this is supposed to be because, no, not that. Because when I did the live the other day and I posted it, it looked so odd. So I thought it's supposed to be like this. But okay, let me do that. Is that better? Oh. I did it like this when I went live. I did some live tarot readings yesterday, and when I posted it, it looked so weird when I went back to watch the video. So, all right. Okay. So if you are interested in having a soul and body alignment session done with me, perhaps you have a condition, a symptom, an ailment that has been troubling you, or you'd like to get to the root cause of it, and you'd like to have some of those grids, energy grids in your body cleared out. Okay, some of the karma cleared out. Wherever it comes from, it's going to reveal to us what it is about. Then you can just comment so that I know you're happy to be a volunteer once I get started. Okay, I'm going to burn some incense. Let's burn some incense. And now, since my TikTok account has been hacked and I had to start a new one, I can't go live there anymore because I need to have 1,000 subscribers before I can go live. So, all right. Okay, guys. Are you all taking good care of your bodies right now? Lots of water. Eating well as you can. Lots of rest. The frequency is really, really high, and it's at, it just keeps climbing. The frequency keeps climbing, and our body, we've just taken quantum leaps, shifting into the new world, and our bodies are needing a lot of consideration. You need to keep in mind right now that you are going to be more productive if you do less. You have to slow down and focus on the things. I love, oh, that sounds nice, Caroline. Fresh ginger water. Do you just put the ginger in the water, or is there a specific process? So you've got to slow down and, do the things that help your body to adapt to the frequency, to tune into the frequencies that are being offered to you. You have to slow down. We can't function the way that we used to in the old world, where we were all action-based. And we had a whole lot of things on our list that we wanted to do. You're going to get sick. You're going to get burnt out. I was watching a podcast by Billy Carson because I've been wondering. He does these talks, and he's on everybody's podcast. He talks about ancient civilizations, and he takes people on tours, on trips to Turkey and to Egypt, to the ancient sites. And whenever he's on a podcast, he's talking about he just did this podcast, that podcast, and then he was on a plane, and I thought, this is not how we operate in this new timeline. And then I was like, what is he taking that he can do that? And then I came across a podcast the other day where he almost died. He was so sick. And he was saying he never gets sick. He doesn't even get like, for him, sick is a cold. He's never been sick. So we have to slow down. And if we have 10 things on our list that we want to do, only one of those things are actually going to be productive. So we're just wasting our time by trying to push. Only do what you feel you are inspired to do in that moment, what feels right. Slice fresh ginger. You put it in boiling water and then you cool it. I'm going to do that, Caroline. Thank you so much. Because I was having ginger in my tea. But I think I'm going to try that. That's going to be nice. Okay. So there are 4 of you here right now. Does any of you want me to do a session on you? Or should I just channel message from Spirit. Do you have any other questions, maybe while we wait for more people to come through? And I can just channel, I can channel source energy, see what Spirit wants to bring through for you, to bring you clarity about where we find ourselves right now. What do you guys think? I really appreciate those of you who are here. And I'm really sorry about the crappy turnout, but as I said, YouTube does not make it easy for us, honestly. I think everybody thinks being on YouTube is such a great thing, and YouTube has been a nightmare over the past 2 years. Our subscribers don't get our notifications. Our videos are hidden. I've had no new subscribers for almost 2 years. Like, people just don't, my views went down. Some people have spoken about notifications. They've clicked the notification bar, but they don't get notifications, or they were just automatically unsubscribed. I don't know. Let's see what comes through. Let's see what Spirit wants to share with us today. Okay, just for the group that's here. Oh. Okay, I'm being shown, I'm being directed towards the activities, the process that the sun is going through right now, and I'm being shown the stomach. Okay. I'm being shown that the stomach, the space in the solar plexus, is expanding. Your tolerance has changed, and you haven't noticed yet. If you focus into your solar plexus, into the space where your stomach resides, you will notice there is this feeling of infinite spaciousness. Some of you are not happy with some of the baggage that you've carried forward into the new earth, into your new space, into your new world. You feel like you've brought some of the baggage from that time, space, reality forward with you, and you may be wondering why. Why do you feel like there is this weight, this heaviness in your body? For some of you, it is a feeling of being bloated. For some of you, it is a feeling of inflammation. For some of you, it is water. The reason why, you have in your infinite wisdom, and we've created space for some of the cushioning that you've brought forward with you into your new time space reality. Some of you feel like it's a heaviness in the heart space because you are struggling to release some of the old relationships, the old versions of people that you have held onto for so long. And the reason why you have brought this cushioning along with you into your new time space reality is because it is energy, it is fuel. You need the fuel. You have no idea how much you are doing right now in this moment. The energy that you are burning and how much support your body needs to catch up. Money. What happens when you have limited resources in terms of nourishment? Those who have some cushioning, who have extra, the body is able to burn that energy to keep you going for longer. Those who came in at a deficit, they will fall ill faster. So what you are feeling in your body as energy, as perhaps stagnant weight, perhaps water, perhaps inflammation, just the weight, the heaviness, however it presents to you and however your brain is able to interpret it, it is symbolic of the resources you brought forward to cushion you emotionally, physically, as you go through the transition. The sun is going through a major transition at the moment, and that is directly associated to the money on your planet. So money is moving really, really fast. It's moving in many directions. It's moving at a rapid speed, but for many of you, it flies over your head. It misses you. It might come, stay, and be gone very quickly at this time because it is moving, it is in motion. Money itself on your planet is going through a transformation. It is changing. It is becoming more of a match to you, believe it or not. You govern all of this reality. So, if you're feeling depleted in the areas where you would like more flow, and you're feeling a little bit heavy and bogged down and weighed down in areas where you would rather be lighter, understand that it is divinely orchestrated. You have divinely orchestrated it, all of you, along with us. It is your choice, it is your free will always. And there's a plan. So be patient. Spend as much time as you can out in your gardens, in nature, basking in the sun for a few minutes every day. And understand that the sun is now, for the first time, catching up with you in your new world, and it's not the other way around. That you have much to look forward to because it is exciting times. And as money changes, money is going to be flowing to those who have called it forth, but was not an energetic match to it and to its state and to what it has become in the old world. Okay. Shanae, I see you say that you are keen. Tell me, what is the symptom, the condition? Are you talking about that? Is there a symptom, a condition, or an ailment that you would like to receive a alignment on? That you'd like to receive healing about or more information on? Guys, your solar plexus is so activated right now. If you were to just focus your energy into that space where your stomach, your liver, and your spleen is, the feeling of vastness would be so comforting. And it is because your networks are growing. You're creating space for more co-creation and to be able to work with others and with more people, and to just have your network expand so much more with clientele. But instead of they're being drawn to you as the space within you expands. Okay. Skin irritation and allergies. All right. Thank you, Shanae. Let's do that. Skin irritation and allergies. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, Shanae, that I'm going to ask you for your permission to access and to tune into your energetic field Um, do you give me access to your timelines, to your family tree, and to the energy field and the grids, the meridians within your body to bring through the information for you that needs healing right now? Okay. Is hemorrhoids something that you are troubled with at this time? All right. Allergies. Oh. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to ask you to just take a few breaths with me into your belly and allow that breath to flow throughout your body. And whilst you take these next 3 breaths, I'm going to ask you, Charlotte, just to gently tap at the top of your head whilst we're doing it, okay? And I'm just telepathically going to open up to bring through the energy. Okay. So together we're going to take 3 breaths in through the nose, allowing it to flow throughout the body. And whilst we're breathing, I'm going to be sending heart chakra love to you. Okay, so just be receptive of that. 1, connecting to the heart space, sending love to Shanae. 2, sending love to Shanae. 3, so I'm just sending love your way, Shanae. I'm just sending, connecting directly to the heart chakra. Okay, the crown chakra is open and we are now connecting to the earth. From your bottom, from your feet, making that connection to Gaia. And we ask that your angel guides and your spirit guides hold the space open and clear for you as we bring through this healing. Okay. Shanae, oh, spirit is already, okay. So they're taking me to the hemorrhoids first for some reason. And the first, you can take notes if you like, all right? Because the space is being held for you. You can just relax and be comfortable with this. The first thing that comes up is punishment. And I'm being taken to I'm being shown a young girl, little girl. Maybe, when is this? Is this 5? 6? Is this 7? 8? 7? 6. Okay, 6-year-old. Shanae, I see you with a white-looking teddy bear in your hand. Okay? And I'm seeing what... Is this her mother? Is this her gran? Is this her mother? Mother. On your bottom, you're receiving a spanking, and you don't feel like you've done anything wrong. And immediately, there is guilt. So punishment and guilt is coming up a lot here. Punishment, guilt, because she is right. So what I'm being shown is that you wanted to play and you were supposed to be doing something else. And there's an allergy to being hurt. There's an allergy to being hurt. Okay. So we've got punishment, we've got guilt, we've got an allergy to being hurt. And we've got the white teddy bear. So there's this punishment in association to guilt. And what Spirit is showing me with this is you being punished for somebody else's condition. And associating that with guilt, like it's your fault, even when you know it is not. So 5 years ago, this was activated in your circumstances where you might have re-experienced this in quite a harsh, devastating way for you. And there's an allergy to being hurt, right? So that's a very strong physical response to situations and circumstances that you avoid because you're afraid of being hurt. Okay. All right. So, Shanae, if you want, I'm not going to go into this more because I feel it's quite personal for you, right? And if you want to, I think you can sit with this for a little bit and you'll know how this links, okay? Is it resonating with you already? Is it resonating with you, or do you have a question at this stage? I just don't want to channel too much of your personal information here, because I feel like this is all I need to know what needs to be cleared up. Okay. Okay. So, can we clear this for Shanae? Can we clear this for Shanae? Okay, which is this associated with? Where is this? Okay, so we know where in the body this is. They're also bringing my attention to the colon. Okay. Can we look at why? Okay. All right. Can we look at why? Where does this stem from? I'm being taken through a couple of loops here, Shanae. So I've asked if this is a psychic attack from this time. I'm getting a no. Okay. I've asked if this is karmic, where it's your karma from past lives. I'm getting a no. It's ancestral, okay? This is inherited. So, okay, so this is inherited. And then I've asked which familial bloodline is this from? And I went to your mom because she's the one that was shown to me in the channeling. But they said, no, it is not her. It is from your dad's side. And they're taking me through, I'm wanting to know how far back this goes, how many generations this goes back. Okay. And I'm feeling a lot of fear pushing up into the throat chakra. Okay. So I'm being taken through a few loops and I'm just going to describe it for you and you can make notes and you can go and check it out and reference why Spirit is bringing this through for you. I'm being shown in the womb. So I look back to your father, how many generations back, and then I look back to, is that dad's mom or dad? Dad's mom. Okay. So paternal grandmother. And then I'm being shown twins for I'm being taken into the womb and I'm being shown twins for some reason and one of the twins not surviving. So I want you to take note of this, Shanae, and you can reference that, okay? And this is is it from grandmother or is it further back? Is it one generation? Tell me, please. Thank you, Spirit. One generation. No. Is it two? Is it three? Five. Okay, five. 5 generations back. You're not going to be able to reference that. But if you've got twins in your family, the twin survived. Oh. Is your dad the twin who survived? Okay, because this is not, okay, that's why I was shown your dad's mother. But this that was not the first time. That was not the first time. It goes back 5 generations. Okay, so I'm being shown that. And there's guilt and there's punishing of self. There's guilt and then there's a tendency to punish self. And what's happening for you and why it's manifesting in this way is that is your tendency. Okay. Okay. So you're carrying that. You're carrying that in your bloodline, and that's what you've cleared out a lot. It's not manifested obviously as in every time that it happens it intensifies, so it gets worse, and then I feel like with you it's getting better. So obviously you're being called to clear this out, but it doesn't make any sense to me, but maybe it will to you. Spirit is saying they're showing me that the hemorrhoids is you punishing yourself. You feel a lot of guilt and responsibility for being hurt. It doesn't have to be rational to me or to anybody else. You feel you have such a resistance to being hurt. That's what's been passed down. And the twin that did not choose to incarnate got a glimpse of this world and what it feels like and retracted because it didn't want to be hurt. And the other twin that survived carry guilt. Not conscious, subconsciously. So there is this cycle that plays out, I'm sure, in your world, in your life, where there is this dynamic between the one who shows up as weak and doesn't have the courage to see things through because they're so afraid of showing up because their fear is being hurt. And then there is the one in the dynamic, and you take it as it resonates which role you play, because I think it can shift, that feels guilt because you also subconsciously find yourself of wanting to avoid guilt, but you still move through it, you still do it, even though there's such a aversion to it in your body. Okay. And okay, so let's look at what's happening. I'm going to look at what's happening with the skin, if that's associated. But first, Shanae, we're going to clear this out, okay? I do pivot between those roles, yeah. Okay. So, Shanae, tuning in, okay? So, we've already established connection. And what I'm going to ask you is I'm going to ask you to breathe into your colon, just softly. Focus there. Focus on the energy in your body, because you're going to feel what's happening energetically. And all I need you to do is to acknowledge. Okay. And I want you to, when you feel energy move in your body, whether you feel the temperature change, any subtle changes that you are aware of, I want you to just run your hand, your right hand, from the front as far as you can reach, slowly over the top of your head to the back. And again, you're just going to do that for me, and I'm going to do the rest, okay? That is just you allowing and tuning in and clearing out, okay? Okay. Let's clear this for Shanae. 5, okay, 5's, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it clear? Okay, so usually with energy healing, it is done over a few sessions, okay? But we're going to clear up as much as you are able to allow for clearing today. All right, Shanae? And okay, they're still working. Thank you. All right. If there's any questions at this point, Shanae, if there's any feedback you want to give me, you can do that. And then I'm going to ask about the skin. Okay. Okay. So they're taking me to, okay, where in the body? So the skin is associated, obviously there is a link. But there's a few other things as well. So your skin and how it presents is it's your way of protecting yourself because you do not want to be hurt. It's in your eagerness to protect yourself, and yet the belief and the knowing and the fear. Okay, so there's fear. There's a lot of fear around knowing that you don't have the resources to protect yourself. Feeling very vulnerable. And so and there's a great sense of lack of support. Why the skin? Okay. Why? Where is this coming from? Is this trauma? It's aversion to trauma. Okay. Where is this from? All right, I'm going to tell you what I see, Shanae. I'm seeing a grown man, tall. Tall. It's not a boy. Almost lanky looking. Darker skin. What feels to me like a hostel or maybe an orphanage, I'm not sure, but I don't think it's strangers. I think it's family. So, there's a feeling of betrayal. There's a feeling of betrayal of, why are you treating me this way? Why don't you love me? Okay. And I'm seeing, it's very physical abuse. And Spirit is saying to me, Shanae, that if you sit with this, you will begin to see how this is triggered and how it's activated, and as far back as you can remember when it started, it's physical. It's as if Spirit is showing me there's so much inflammation coming off of, so much anger, so much resentment coming off of your skin that it's almost steamy hot. So there's this burning sensation. Okay, so I'm being shown, is this ancestral? Is this ancestral? Is it? This is a past life. This is a past life. And you seem too grown to be dependent on anybody else. This is where your aversion, there's a great resistance to being dependent on anyone, even if it's family. So what I'm being shown is and a very, very the heart wall is affected by this, because there is a strong response to not receiving love. So this is a past life. This is karmic, right? This is past. This is something that you're clearing out. This is karmic, past life. Tall, grown, almost standing out. in a group home. I'm not sure if it's an orphanage or if it's a home for people who are different. Masculine, male body, dark skin, and being physically assaulted on a regular basis. And nourishment, food, is also used as a tool to hurt you. And I'm hearing from him, it's because I'm ugly, it's because I'm abnormal, and I see, okay, this is a this is this is a very traumatic experience. This is a very traumatic lifetime, because he says, I'm hearing from him, I die, they kill me and nobody knows, nobody even looks for me. Shanae, with past lives, what we think is that it's on a previous timeline, but the other versions of ourselves are in alternate realities. This version of you is on this loop, stuck on this loop, re-experiencing this on a daily basis. So this needs healing. All right. Okay, so let's begin to clear this. You can clear out other timelines, past lives. You are already, with the healing that you are ushering in now, clearing out future timelines too. This is very, very heavy. And it's sitting in the belly chakra a lot. It's sitting there, and in the legs. Okay. So I'm going to start once again. Can we clear this out? Can we clear this out for Shanae? Okay. All right, Shanae. I want you to just receive the love that I'm sending your way right now. And I want you to feel it, and to, with your mind's eye, I want you for you to imagine that this past life version of yours, this alternate version of yours, is receiving this now. Can we clear this loop, please, Spirit? Okay. I don't know if you can feel this, Shanae, but I can. Your ancestors are stepping forward. They're coming to begin the process to support the clearing. Okay. So they did find him, but he just didn't know that because he was obviously not there anymore to know that. And therefore he's stuck on this loop. And they're saying to me that sometimes you worry and you fear that your loved ones who have transitioned into or gone through the process that we call death, that they're stuck on a loop. Sometimes you feel like and you worry that they're not able to move forward. So this is all connected. All right. So I want you to just focus your energy on what you're feeling and you're receiving from your ancestors. Oh. Okay. We're going to do what we can today, Shanae, but that heart wall is very, very it's very stubborn, it's very old, okay? So, but we've got a lot of support, we've got a lot of help here. Do you know what I felt from you, Shanae? I felt that that restricted. I was sending love in your direction, and then I felt that without you, it's not intentional. With everything that's going on and that we're tapping into, there's this that's happened. Is that's if as if the door to this heart chakra just closed and it just shut. This is something that you're gonna need. Some added work with, Shanae. This is not something that's just going to be cleared out in one session, but we're going to clear out whatever we can. Can we? Okay, we're going to bring through at the very, very least, the information that soul needs, that these souls need, that you, Shanae, you have been, sometimes you feel a little bit haunted by your loved ones on the other side because you know that there is information that they are still stuck on, as if some things are not right. So this is the information being brought through to them now, and you're going to find that it's going to bring a lot of relief for you in the days to come, okay? All right. So let's connect again, sending love Shanae's way. And to this alternate version of her. It's okay. Letting him know it's okay. There's nothing to be terrified or afraid of. He can open his eyes, he can look. There's information, there's truth coming through. So we're just clearing some of that resistance to the heart wall. Thank you, Spirit. Receiving that now. Clearing out the energy. Clearing out the energy to being forlorn and lost and forsaken. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Revealing on the timeline the discovery, the family searching, the family finding, the family cares, and the laying to rest of this incredibly special person. Clearing out the resistance to being hurt, to being abused, to being traumatized. The fear. Clearing out the fear in the organs and the soft tissue, and bringing through the information the new information. There are some things that the deceased in your family are very connected to you, Shanae. That is the work. That's your gift. Have you been working with them? There's a lot of stress and strain on your soft tissue, on your organs, and you might find that my belly feels very bloated at this moment. That's something you've experienced. You feel them. You'll sit with what you pick up, but you are not doing the work to that. You're not working with them. It's time that you start to honor your calling and you start to work. Okay. Receive from them what it is they're bringing and bring through the information for them and clear out what it is that needs to be cleared out. And today we're starting to do this. We're starting with this today, right? So, together you and I, Shanae, I'm going to ask you to breathe into your belly, to breathe into your body wherever you are guided. And I want you to tap once again at the top of your head. And then you and I are going to bring through these new codes for you, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Bringing in this cool energy and releasing the heat, the fiery energy that has burned at the surface of Shanae's skin for far too long. Her fear of hurting and not honoring the loved ones and the deceased, the souls of the deceased that step forward, giving space to a courage and to support from her ancestors and her guides, knowing that she cannot go wrong. Thank you. Thank you for ushering in the new blueprints for her as she awakens, activates, and begins to step into her calling and to do her work and honoring her ancestors and her loved ones as they are ready to honor her. Allowing, welcoming in the sacred flame as we put to rest this alternate version of her, this past life in which she has endured so much suffering as a masculine. Ooh. And coming into this life and this time-space reality where she became part of the medicine for the dominant masculine in her life, her father. Welcoming in, ushering in those codes now for Shanae. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bringing it in. Clearing out, bringing it in. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Clearing out the tendency to self-harm, to punish, for fear of not being worthy. Sending love to Shanae once again, opening up and creating a small space in the heart wall to receive love. Clearing out. Thank you, thank you. Oh, beautiful. It's opening up nicely now. Beautiful. You can feel that love flowing in more freely, moving through your body, filling your heart chakra, your heart space. You know why, Shanae? Because that past life version, that gentleman is resting now. He's received what he needs to receive to know. He was in a loop where he thought that he had been forsaken, lost, forlorn, abused by those who were supposed to be his tribe, his family, those who were supposed to care about him, died in that suffering and was forsaken, was never found. No one ever knew what happened, but they did find out, they did know. Beautiful. clearing out the avoidance, the allergy to being hurt, where the ego steps in, where that wall comes up. Okay. You're going to find that you're different. You're going to find that you're navigating in a slightly better way, because what happens for you, Shanae, is when someone comes in to bring you nourishment, to bring you companionship, to bring you warmth, to bring you and the energy they're bringing is good, your fear of being hurt, your it creates an almost an allergic response to that relationship, and you have been prone to attracting people who carry the energy and the blueprints of guilt, fear of being hurt, the wounded child, the broken boy, the broken woman, the one who self-harms, the one who self-sabotages, and you've been trying to help them heal that, when it's what your soul is calling you to clear out in your own blueprints for your ancestral bloodline. You will find now, and please confirm for me, Shana, that you're able to feel the love flowing into your heart chakra. It's as if your heart chakra has opened up a little bit more than when we started. Yeah, you begin to see and hear. But you don't have to be afraid of that. You're going to be working more now. You're going to be letting a lot more of that in. Okay. So, Shana, if you want, there's two things. How long does Shanae need to process this? Is it 1 day? Is it 2 days? Is it 3 days, 4 days, 5, 6, 10? Okay, over the next 10 days, you're going to be processing this. Okay, just organically. After those 10 days, if you want, you can contact me for a session and we can do more of these with this is not, there's more. It's not all cleared out in one session, in 1 day. But you can contact me if you like, and I can give you a discount for those of you who are here if you're interested in it, in having a body and soul alignment healing activation done, a session done with me. You can contact me. I will give you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer over the next 6 months, I think until the end of this year, I'm going to offer a discounted package for people who book and pay for 4 to 6 sessions. Okay. The other thing, if you feel like that's not something you're up for, then you can contact me for a downloaded antidotal calibration process, where Spirit will give you homework that you can do by yourself with your guides and your ancestors in the comfort of your home, where you don't need my time. I give you the process and you just do that every day for the next 21 days to help you to clear out more and more of what's come through. Okay, so I hope you've taken note, Shanae, and I would really, and if you want to contact me for any one of those two, or even for both, to get the antidotal process to help you calibrate and to clear out more, and to get some more sessions to support you with this, to clear out, to do a few more sessions with like this, you can contact me. I feel like I'm blabbing now, but I hope you guys know what I mean. Okay. And then Shanae, if you could be so kind, if you can do a little testimonial of your experience, anything you want to share with me, I would truly appreciate that. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. Oh, look at that. Look, did you see that flame that fell? Did you see that, Shanae? I don't have to tell you what that was. Powerful stuff. It's a pity that more people weren't here today, guys, but I think things turned out, it worked out exactly the way that it's supposed to. TC, hello, how are you doing? I was just doing, I don't know if you've been here all this time, I was just doing an energy healing with Shanae, and a channeled activation for her to clear out some stuff. Shanae, you are a root, what we call a root worker. I don't know if I've ever told you this before. This is why you work with the dead. Okay? I know that's a scary business for a lot of people, but there is nothing to be afraid of. Do you know why you work with them? Because they are in that space where they are still helping to clear out their bloodlines, to help to heal their roots, their family's roots. Some of them were not able to fully close cycles before they transitioned. Okay? So that is why they're going to come to you to help them do that, to help them to clear out the roots in their family tree, to bring through information. So look, now who wants to be a mortician? Don't you think that is so telling? Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. A lot of the reason why things haven't worked out for you, why it feels like your path is blocked, is because you thought the conventional path would be easier, but that's not your calling. You need to start to make space for these things. Bring through their information, and if you want, I can teach you how to do it. So what I'm seeing your work is going to be where when they come through, when you connect, when you hear that a friend's mom or a friend's sister or whatever has passed, and you feel the heaviness of their energy around you, you're going to bring in the information of what it is that is going to help them close that, the information they need, because they don't have access to certain realms yet. There's a period of time where they're sort of in this in-between place, and they don't always have access to all that information. And you're going to help to join them, you're going to help to connect them to that information, to make peace. Okay? Not for their sake, because they're already free, but for that loved one that they're still wanting to help. And all of this is going to happen between you. You're going to be this link between these worlds. Okay? So, anyway, you're going to receive more downloads of that, about that in the days to come. All right? So, anyway, you must get a lot of rest, and I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm going to go and rest and recuperate now. I feel like my psychic abilities are blocked, and I think my twin has something to do with it. Okay. What Spirit is saying to me, the question that Spirit is saying is, are you sure that it's your twin? Because I think that maybe... You're welcome, Shanae. Please, if you can do a little testimonial for me of your experience, even if it's a voice note or a recording, maybe not a voice note, I don't know how I would share that. But if you can make a video recording and I can post it, or you can just write it out and I'll share that. Okay, TC, you need to get a reading so that you can establish whether or not, what kind of connection this is, because we have twin flame, we have karmic, and we have soulmate. And I'm being shown that this connection for you is not straightforward. This is I feel like you are. I'm being shown a couple of things, and I don't say this lightly. There is a curse of sorts. You are bound by something. It's very possible. It's one of two things. Either this is your twin flame, but you are so resistant. There's something inside of you that's not allowing yourself to activate, and that's why you're blocked. Or this is not a twin flame at all, and this is something else that needs to be cleared out and you need to work through, because the twin flame activation opens you up. It elevates you. It's not an easy connection, but it does not make you regress. Unless you have chosen to stand still, like a child that is terrified, that doesn't want to move, and they close their eyes. And that might be either way, Spirit is showing me the Eight of Swords for you. It's that woman that has the swords around her and her eyes are blind. And I think that some work has been done where you are concerned to block you. That is dark magic, witchcraft. And it's very close. There's some things in the bloodline. It could even be something that's been passed on. from an ancestor. Okay, TC, so I think you should get a reading to get to the bottom of that, so that you can start to step into your power again, because you don't realize this, but you're giving all of your power away. And it's not intentional, but yeah. Get in touch with your spiritual practitioner, your spiritual guide. If you want to, you can contact me. My email is in the description box below. But I would do that soon, because that's just not where you want to be. Okay. First, get to the bottom of what this is. Is it a twin flame? What is it that you're not seeing here? What is it that needs to come to the surface? I would get a reading first if I were you, and then I would tell you what spirit shows and what needs to happen based on that. Okay. To all of you who have been here with me today, I really love and appreciate your time and energy. I know we are all so busy. If you could be so kind to share this video, I am going to share it on my channel. I would appreciate that. I'm going to set an intention today, even though I'm not going to allow myself to be demotivated. I know there are those of you who I need to bring more of this work to. So I'm going to go live here again next week. I'm going to set an intention for next Thursday again, because Thursdays I don't often have clients booked, so I can reserve my energy. If anything comes up, I will send a notification if I'm going to do it maybe a bit late or whatever, but Thursday I'm going to be here again next week, and hopefully we'll have more of you. I'm just going to see who comes through. If nobody comes through, then I'll just try again the week later, but I'm going to do this I'm going to see. Spirit tells me I'm going to do it for the next couple of weeks. Go live here, do a few energy healings, clearings like this, a few body and soul alignment activations with you guys, and we see where this goes. Okay, because I'm a hermit. I like to be on my own, work on my own, and I don't like to put myself out there like this. I would love to offer what I do to people, but if I feel people are not interested, I feel like, who are you? What? People don't care about what you're doing. Just go relax in your bed or watch a series. But I'm not going to be demotivated this time. I'm going to show up again next week. So, Jessica, I'm feeling down, drained, unmotivated. Would like to help understand why. Okay. Jessica. All right, Jessica, I'm already seeing that in front of you stands a couple of beings, okay? I'm not talking about that it's necessarily dark energies, but there are people that stand in front of you. Are you in a situation where you are quite controlled and dominated? Where you are not in control of where you feel like all your choices and everything you do is sort of depends on family or people, or is it at work? It can be at work, it can be in your life. Because as I'm wanting to tune into your energy, I'm seeing a couple of people standing in front of you. Now you can perceive that as being you can perceive that as being protected, but you've come to realize, oh, this is actually quite controlling and oppressive. A lot of your blessings are not getting to you because these people are in the way. They're siphoning your energy. And they don't want you to know how powerful you are. And they say they do it. The why is irrelevant. Why are you feeling unmotivated? Why are you feeling drained? There's your answer. That's what you want to understand what that's about. And how you can navigate that in a way where the energy can begin to move around you, because you're supposed to be in a very different place right now, but you haven't been able to move for a really long time because you've got these people in front of you just blocking your way and controlling what comes in and controlling where you go and what goes out. The energy is not flowing, and you've got access to so much power and so much abundance. And there are these golden eggs inside of you that want to be hatched, and you've not been able to create any of your goals, your hopes, and your dreams because you're in this place of being so stuck. And have you been in a situation, Jessica, where you feel like something's wrong, like maybe you're sick or whatever, but nobody, they can't come, there are no, the doctor can't find any symptoms? Have you, or are you just in that place still where you're wondering, is something wrong with me, but you're too afraid to go? Your energy is being siphoned. You're too open to being fed off of. And their attachments are feeding off of you too. Yes. So, your world, your life that you're supposed to be living right now. Oh, two people that are alive. I see people that are alive. I see people that are alive, right? And that because the way that I'm seeing it is they're not showing up as entities, but it's almost like they are entities because they are so robotic. They're not in their heart. They're not in their intuition. They're in their ego so much that they've almost become mechanical, and then they have attachments that feed off of you. That's what I'm seeing there. So the life, Jessica, that you are supposed to, you know this because you say this to yourself, I'm supposed to be miles ahead of where I am now. I feel like I've been stuck like I've just been stuck in one loop for a really, really long time. And there's so much that I wish I could have done by now. I feel like I should have done it by now. And Spirit is showing me an alternate version of you that's living that life right now. It's like, no, not an alternate version. Let me explain it, because sometimes I don't do so well with explaining. So what Spirit is showing me is, here you are in this house. I'm just gonna just listen to me with an open mind. That may be a family home that you might have grown up in, that you've been in for long, and you wanted to move out long ago, and you're stuck because every time you try and get out the door, you have these people controlling where you go, what comes in, what goes out, okay? Then, in another town, your house is there. All the furniture that you've been dreaming about is in that house. And it says and the neighbors notice that sometimes the lights are on in that house, but nobody lives there. It's as if your energy and the life that you're supposed to be living is already taking place in that house. But you're not there yet. And all you have to do is start moving in that direction. But the first step is dealing with what I've already described. I choked. Do you sometimes feel, what is that making you think of, Jessica? Because the stuff I'm seeing is scary. And I don't want to mention it here. It's time for you to break free. But it's going to take you making that decision and allowing yourself to be taught how, and to so that you can set yourself free. Okay. And if you need help with that, you're welcome to contact me. Okay. All right. So this was beautiful. And I really appreciate all of you for being here. And as I said, next week, I will set an intention again. I use a lot of my energy, okay, to do the work that I do. And just in my own capacity, I'm also going through my own upgrades and my own activations. And how it presents is with the symptoms of fibromyalgia. So sometimes I have a lot of pain, I have insomnia, I don't sleep, and or I just suddenly have fatigue and an energy dip. So my intention is to be here next week, and I will show up But if anything comes up that makes it impossible for me to physically be here, I will just put a notification on my YouTube for maybe that the time has moved or that I'm doing it the next day. But for now, next Thursday, I'm going to be here. So share it with your friends and your loved ones who you think would benefit from this. If you would like to get a body and soul alignment session, the way that I present I'm tired now, guys. Like the one I did with Shanae, you can contact me for that too. If you want to have book a few sessions, I will give you a discount if you book a few 4 to 6 sessions in advance. Because if you only do one session, it's not really gonna clear everything. It takes a couple of sessions. Okay. Sending you guys so much love. Take care of yourself. And I will see you guys next time. Next week? Okay. Bye. Yeah. Please hit the like button. Share this video. Do all the things. Okay. Bye-bye.